Hello and welcome to Kundalini Yoga and Meditation. My name is Sybilla. I'm really happy that you were able to join this evening. Because we're still in the middle of this global pandemic, I thought it would be good to continue to work on the themes of health and healing. So we're going to do a kriya that's called balancing the Vayus to help balance the energy in the body. The Vayus are sometimes called winds. They're what carry the energy throughout the body. Sometimes we work on the prana-apana balance, the balance between the upper and lower Vayu, but today we're working on all 5 Vayus, getting the energy circulated in the body, getting it balanced for better health. This particular kriya also works on the glandular system. And you know from last week when we were working on the lymphatic system, that the lymphatic system, the glandular system, they all work together with the immune system to keep us really healthy. So we're going to work on boosting the immune system, trying to keep us healthy. And then for our meditation, we're going to do one that's for healing the physical, mental, and spiritual bodies. It's an overall healing. It's quite a challenging meditation, but I think that most of you are up to that one. So that's what we're going to be working on today. We'll get started rubbing your hands together, getting the energy moving at the heart center. And bringing your hands together in prayer pose at the heart center. A little bit of pressure against the palms, a little bit of pressure of the thumbs against the sternum. Push up with your thumbs, pushing down on your shoulder blades behind, lengthening your spine, pulling up through your crown to the ceiling, lengthening your neck, pulling in slightly on your chin. Your eyes are most of the way closed, rolling them up, looking out the third eye between your 2 eyebrows. And take a nice long deep inhalation through the nose and just suspend the breath. And exhale. And inhale again. And just think for a moment why you wanted to be here today. And exhale. And inhale again. And set your intention for the class. It can be to balance the energy in the body. It can be for healing the mind, body, spirit. It can be for whatever needs you have in your life. Set the intention. And exhale. And please bring your hands down on your knees and begin lazy hip rotation, stretching out in every direction, keeping your face facing forward, chin parallel to the ground. Just close your eyes, go inside, go with the movement. Use your breath, inhaling forward, exhaling back. And when you finish the next rotation, change direction. Try not to push or pull with your arms, all the movement from your lower pelvic area. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And when you finish the next rotation, come center, nice straight spine, pulling up through your crown to the ceiling. Your hands are in Dhyan Mudra, thumb and index finger together, draped over your knees. Your eyes are most of the way closed, rolling them up, looking out the third eye between your two eyebrows. Long, deep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Adding your mantra, Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Please bring your hands on your ankles for spinal flex. We're going to inhale forward, exhale, rounding back. As you come forward, try to open up your heart center, bring your shoulder blades together behind. Feel the stretch. Inhaling forward, exhaling back, going at your own pace. And inhale, center. And exhale, come onto your hands and knees. You're doing your cat-cow. You want to make sure that your weight is evenly distributed between your hands and your knees. Your fingers are a little bit splayed for balance. We're going to inhale, looking up to the ceiling. Exhale, rounding back, looking towards your knees. Going at your own pace, whatever works for you. Inhaling forward and up. Exhale, rounding back. And inhale, stretch up, look up to the ceiling, stretch up through your neck. Exhale, come sitting on your heels. Your arms are overhead, palms together, forehead on the mat. This is Guru Pranam or prayer pose. So try to come all the way down if you can. If you need to grab a pillow or a blanket or anything to put under your forehead, that's fine. From this position, we're going to stretch the left leg back as far as you can, stretching from the tip of your fingers to the tip of your toes, stretching out your right hip. And slide your hands underneath your shoulders, stretch up, look up to the ceiling. And come back into Guru Pranam pose, sitting on your heels, arms overhead, palms together, forehead on the mat. This time we're going to stretch the right leg back as far as you can, stretching from the tip of your fingers to the tip of your toes, Stretching out the left hip. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders, stretch up, look up to the ceiling. And bring your leg in, come sitting on your heels in rock pose, or come back into easy pose, whatever posture is comfortable for you. And grab a pillow or a rolled up blanket or a towel or something if you want to sit up a little bit higher. We're going to keep the hands in Gyan Mudra, thumb and index finger together, bringing the elbows up to shoulder height. Inhaling to the left, exhaling to the right, going at your own pace. Keep your spine nice and straight. Use your mantra.
Wahe Guru. May the light of 1,000 suns shine through. Live the life of grace that you were meant to. May the light of 1,000.
And inhale, center. Apply the root lock, pull in and up on the navel center, hold it. And exhale, bring your arms down. Back in Gyan Mudra. We're going to bring the left ear to the left shoulder and around, lazy neck rotations.
1,000 suns shine through. Live the life of grace that you were meant to. Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru.
And when you finish the next rotation, change direction. And when you finish the next rotation, come center, straight spine. So our breathing for today is called the synchronization breathing pattern. We're going to bring the hands into a little teepee right in front of the heart center. We're going to inhale through the nose. And we're going to hold the breath as we vibrate the mantra sa, ta, na, ma. And then we're going to exhale through the rounded mouth in 8 breaths. So breath is coming from the navel center, powerful breath through the mouth. So inhale through the nose, hold the breath, sa, ta, na, ma, and then round the mouth, breathing out through the rounded mouth, 8 segmented breaths. Keep your eyes most of the way closed, rolling the eyes up, looking out the third eye between your 2 eyebrows. Go at your own pace.
Nama Sada Nama Sada Nama Sadanama, 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 Sadanama,
And inhale. Apply the root lock, pull in and up on the navel center, hold it. And exhale, bring your hands down. Just let your breathing come back to normal. Long, deep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Adding your mantra, Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. For our first exercise of the kriya, we're going to bring the hands on the knees, the spine nice and straight, and we're going to make little circles from the base of the spine. We're going to go counterclockwise, little tiny circles from the base of the spine. But as you go around, try to push down a little bit on your lower organs so that you can feel that little massaging of the lower organs. But keep your spine nice and straight. This isn't like our hip circles that we did during the warm-up. This is a nice straight spine with little circles from the base.
Deep blue sea, baby, deep blue sea. Deep blue sea, baby, deep
center, and exhale. We're going to continue to keep the hands on the knees. We're going to inhale, center, exhale, bringing the forehead down to the right knee, inhaling back center, exhale, bringing the forehead down to the left knee. Going at your own pace, but be sure to use your breath. Inhaling center, exhaling down.
Yesterday, war clouds hung so low. Yesterday, war clouds hung so low. And now there's peace through all the land and all the deep blue sea. Love of life finally turned the tide. Love of life finally turned the tide. Love of life finally turned the tide. And now there's peace through all the land and all the deep blue sea. Sleep.
And inhale back up center, straight spine, and exhale. We're going to cross the hands over the chest. We're going to twist to once to the left. We're going to whisper Sat over the left shoulder and Nam over the right. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. Go at your own pace, whatever works for you, using your mantra. And inhale, center. Apply the root lock, tighten all the lower pelvic muscles. Hold it. And exhale, release down. And we're going to interlace the fingers behind the neck. We're going to inhale, push the elbows back as far as you can, open up the heart center. Exhale, come forward, bring your head down as far as you can. If you can, bring your forehead all the way down to the mat in front of you, or as far down as you can come. But remember, when you do your inhale, push your elbows back, open your heart center, feel that stretch on the inhale.
My child, you
Inhale, stretch up, push the elbows back, apply the root lock, pull in and up on the navel center, hold it. And exhale, bring your arms down. We're going to do a variation of cat-cow. If you can come onto your hands and knees. One's a little bit different. We're going to start in our usual cat-cow position, weight evenly distributed. We're going to inhale looking up to the ceiling, and when we look up to the ceiling, we're going to clap our hands and then come down, exhale, rounding back. Inhale, looking up to the ceiling, clapping your hands, coming down, exhale, rounding back. So going at your own pace, whatever works for you, but just clapping when you're coming up. Go at your own pace.
I got your smile like a raindrop in the palm of my hand. It's as easy as your love that reminds me that I can do anything that I can dream of. You came into my life to show me how. Your kind words rising deep in my soul. You're a heart of gold. That's why I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. For showing me my destiny. Through your love, I found a peace. You can always tell me what you need from me. Tell me, baby, tell me, baby. If I promise to always give you what you need, ooh, baby.
And when after you finish the next one, come centered and just sit quietly for a moment. Next one, we're going to be doing frogs. I know some of you don't like frogs, and if you don't like frogs, you can just do little squats or do something else. If you can, come into frog pose, put your heels together, try to keep your heels together the entire time. So we're going to inhale, look at your knees, exhale, look at the horizon. You can do 21 of them and then just sit down quietly. So go at your own pace, whatever works for you. 21 frogs.
A kiss before dinner, love by candlelight. Sweet meditation makes everything alright. Yes, it does. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you for showing me my destiny. Through your love, I found a peace. Shabba-da, shabba-da-bop-ba-da-bang. You made me wanna say la la la. Shabba-da-bop-ba-da-bang. Shabba-da-bop-da-da-da. love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
And now we're going to come standing up and do 21 little kangaroo hops. So you act like you're a little kangaroo with your hands up like this, and we're going to just hop. I'm sitting down, but if you stand up and just do 21 little kangaroo hops, if you don't like to hop, then just move around a little bit, foot to foot, or bring your knee up to your chest. Just try to get 21 little jumps in there.
I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you for showing me my destiny through your love. I found a peace, yeah. For showing me my destiny through your love. I found a peace.
Just come lying down on your stomach. If you can, come all the way up into cobra pose. If cobra pose doesn't work for you, just stay on your forearms. We're going to inhale, looking up, stretching up, and then exhale, turning over to one side and coming back again. And turn from side to side, going at your own pace. You can come all the way back up into cobra. Do one turn to the right, one turn to the left, going at your own pace. And inhale, come center, still lying on your stomach. Just relax down, make a little pillow with your hands, or slide something underneath your head. Just relax for a moment on your stomach. And for our next exercise, we're going to bend the knees, reach back, grab hold of the ankles, and come up into bow pose. If you can, come all the way up into bow pose. While you're in bow pose, try to use breath of fire. If you know breath of fire, feel that belly breath as you're in bow pose. If bow pose doesn't work for you, just try to bring one leg up or both legs up, bring your heels into your buttocks. But if you can, come all the way into boat pose, lifting your head, lifting your chest, lifting your thighs up off the ground. With breath of fire. And inhale, perfect the posture. Exhale, lower down, turn over onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest, grab hold, rock side to side, stretch out your spine. And then rock back and forth along your spine. And I know there's a few of you who are in the class that can come into celibate pose and lean back from celibate pose. If you can, sit in between your legs and roll all the way back, do that. If not, just sit in easy pose and roll yourself onto your back. So do whatever works for you, either from celibate pose or from easy pose, rolling back, lying down on your back. And from this position, we're going to work on stimulating the lymphatic system that we worked on last week. And we're going to start by beating the chest. So if you can just beat the chest as hard as is comfortable for you, working on stimulating those lymph nodes in the throat and on the underarms. And then move down to your navel center, very light tapping right around the belly button, just light tapping there. And now strong tapping on the thighs, very powerful, working on those lymph nodes in the groin area. And then to the throat, just light tapping on those lymph nodes at the throat. And inhale. And exhale, release your legs. Just bring them out flat on your mat. Shake your legs out, wiggle your hips. And while you're lying down on your mat, we're going to lift the right shoulder up towards the ear and lower the left hip down. And then we're going to switch sides, lift the left shoulder up and the right hip down. So alternating, so you're moving back and forth, moving one shoulder and one hip, going back and forth at your own pace, whatever works for you. Just 30 more seconds. Keep moving. Right shoulder up, left hip down, left shoulder, right hip. Keep moving back and forth, stretching out as much as you can. Feel the stretch on your side. And inhale. And exhale. Just relax down for a moment. For our next exercise, we're going to move from lying on your back. We're going to raise both legs up to 90 degrees on the inhale, lower down on the exhale. If it's too much pressure on your lower back, slide your hands underneath your lower back, underneath your buttocks for support for your lower back. And if that's too much, just raise one leg at a time. Go at your own pace, whatever works for you. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And inhale, bring your legs up, hold them up. And exhale, relax down. The next exercise may be a little challenging for some of you. If I'll show you what the exercise is and then you can modify it as you need to. We're going to interlace the fingers behind the back. We're going to do a sit-up, a regular sit-up where you come up and try to bend over and then go back and come up. If this is too much pressure on your lower spine or on your abdominal area, just bend your knees down and try to do a little crunch coming up. If that doesn't work for you, then just modify it as you need to. Go at your own pace. If you can do a full sit-up, do a full sit-up. If not, just do a little crunch.
Two, three, four.
Keep going. Your modification or with your sit-up, whatever works for you. Last 30 seconds, keep going. And inhale up and hold. And exhale, come sitting back in any comfortable position. And just take a moment to let your breathing come back to normal. Long, deep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Adding your mantra, Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Take a moment to be aware of the energy in your body. Be aware of how you feel. And come lying down on your back for your relaxation. And lying your back with your arms at your sides, palms facing up to the ceiling. Just try to relax completely. If it's not comfortable to be on your back, turn on the side. You can use a blanket underneath your knees, underneath your head, on top of you, whatever you need to make yourself comfortable. Try to relax completely.
If I could show you the way, I would shine like the sun in your eyes. If I could find the words to say the way I feel is beyond me sometimes. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. If I could show you the way, I would shine like the sun in your eyes. If I could find the words to say, the way I feel is beyond me sometimes. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. If I could show you the way, I would shine like the sun in your eyes. If I could find the words to say, the way I feel is beyond me sometimes. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. 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 Na 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 na. If I could show you the way, if I could show you the way, show me the way. If I could show you the way, if I could show you the way, if I could show you the way, show me the way. If I could show you the sun in your eyes, if I could show you the way, show me the way, show me the way. If I could show you the way.
And begin to bring the awareness back into your body. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Begin to rotate your ankles and your wrists in one direction and reverse the direction. Rub the palms of your hands together, soles of your feet together. Get the energy moving again. And bring your legs down on the mat. We're going to lift the left knee up towards the chest, drop it down to the right side. Keep your shoulders on the mat, look over your left shoulder. Take a couple of long, deep breaths. And change sides. Bring your right knee up, drop it down to the left side. Keep your shoulders on the mat, look over your right shoulder. Take a few long, deep breaths. And then bring both knees into your chest, grab hold with both arms, rock side to side. And then rock back and forth along your spine. And rock yourself up into a sitting position. So this meditation is for healing the mind, body, and spirit. It's one of the strongest self-purification meditations you can do. As I mentioned, it is a little bit challenging. Not the mantra. The mantra is fairly easy. Haray, Haree, Wahe Guru, but it's the arms. We're going to bring both hands with the index finger and the middle finger together, and then the little finger. So we're going to spread them wide apart and the thumbs wide apart. The right hand is going to be facing forward with the arms straight up. The left is going to be facing down out to the side. So try to keep your fingers spread wide apart with the V between the two sets of fingers, thumbs wide apart. Right is facing forward, left is facing down, your arms are straight up. In the beginning, it won't seem so bad, maybe the first minute, and then your arms are going to start to complain. Try to work through it if you can. It's a metaphor for life. If you can just keep trying to stay steady. If it really gets to be too much, switch your arms around. Try to stay in this position. If it really doesn't work at all, try to come down a little bit, take a little break, and then come back to the original posture. Your eyes are going to be most of the way closed, rolling them up, looking out the third eye between your two eyebrows, trying to stay focused on the mantra. As soon as you're comfortable, chant it out loud. And inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, lower your arms down, shake them out. This is for healing for your own mind, body, and spirit, but take that healing energy, send it out to your family, to your friends, to your community, to all around the world, to everyone who needs healing right now. Take that precious healing energy and use it for good. And bring your hands together in prayer pose at your heart center. Take a long, deep inhalation through the nose. And just recall whatever intention you had for the class, seal it and take it with you. And exhale.
May the long time sun shine upon you. Oh, love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your
Thank you very much for joining. Be healthy, be happy, be holy. Sat Nam.